Hello, I'm Edward Stapleton, and we have in front of you something amazing, something magical, something exciting. We have a blank page, and you as a human being should want to fill this page with something, should want to put something there, should want to make things happen to it. So what can we make happen to it? Well, here we go, blank page. This is a video for you about storytelling and psychology and how they're connected and how a lot of different things in our society are connected. If you watch this video, this is going to help you in a few ways. I want you to understand creativity from a psychological level, from a basic need that we have to create, why we create. It should help you if you're thinking of writing a story or creating something. It should help you understand the nature of creativity, which is a skill that is not truly being taught to its fullest, both in schools and colleges. And it should really help you rethink how we tell stories. This is not something limited to the field of English or humanities. It's something that is biologically, psychologically deep inside of us, and how to capitalize and pull that need from within. This is me all sad because we have a blank page, and this is me too. I'm a teacher now, and I used to be a flight paramedic and other kinds of paramedics, so I have a diverse kind of things I am bringing into this. What makes us creative? Let's understand this as humans, as scientists, as people. What does it? Boredom does, and a lot of psychologists are telling us now that you need boredom. If you're a child, you need boredom to build creativity. And if you put away your phone and you just sit with your own thoughts and confront those thoughts, that is going to help you grow as a person. It's going to help you learn to create. Evolution. When I say evolution, I mean think about creativity as a science. Why do we have creativity? Why did our primitive ancestors, our forefishes, our chimp-like creature that became us, why were they creative? Well, if they're trapped somewhere and it's caught up in something, then they need to escape to survive. They need to find a creative way out, a creative solution to a problem. And the more creative they are, the better chance of surviving. So this is something primitive inside of us. If we can pull the primitive from outside, that is what an artist does, that is what a writer does. They get into their primitive self. Environment. Things in your environment build your creativity. Think about the room around you. Is there music playing? Is it sad music? Is it happy music? If you're writing something sad, play some sad music. If you're making sad art, build your environment. Your environment around you is going to filter its way into the things you're creating. Experience. The things, not to say more experienced people or more creative people, I think children have a lot of creativity from the moment they're born and their curiosity, but we do draw from experience more and more as we tell more complicated stories. Boredom's going away because we're not bored anymore, we're excited. Synthesis. Synthesis is ranked in the Webb's Death of Knowledge as one of the highest types of thinking, the highest, strongest type of critical thinking. It's when we pull things together. When you create something, you take from your experience, you take from your environment, you pull things together and you make something new. That is an essential part of what defines creativity, is pulling what exists, combining them, mixing them, synthesizing, building something new. Restrictions. Restrictions, overwhelmingly, are limitations you put on yourself. The more restrictions you put in your path, the more creative you have to be to get through them, to get around them. If you want to tell a story, you limit the things you can do. If you don't know what to do next in your story, put obstacles and barriers. Don't try to make more possibilities, make fewer. Give them fewer choices. Limit what they can do to get out of it. So we're going to try to understand creativity by playing a few games. These games sort of capitalize on this understanding of creativity by building restrictions, by understanding synthesis. So not just learning about facts in psychology. We're learning to experience it in the storytelling, to try and create our own stories and try to connect it to these ideas I put out there. So I'm going to give you 4 works of art. I'm just going to pause. You can pause the video with each one, play a little game, try to build a story out of these 4 images. So get ready. Image 1. Start writing a story. Think, who is this person? What do they want? What do they need? What mood do we have? How does this pull us into a story? Remember the person from the first story. Put them in this environment. Have them explore it. Have them respond to it. They meet this house along their walk. What do? Do they step inside the house? Do they pass by it? Does it affect them in some way? They run into these people. What kind of conflict are they going to find here? What kind of ideas? All right, so if that worked, you made a story. You could have paused after each picture. You put things together. Think about how this teaches us about what storytelling is, how the mind works as it creates story. Let's try one more game. Survival. The person you're in love with introduces you to the family. The sibling is someone you dated in college. It did not end well. After a bitter fight with a spouse, you end up on a houseboat. You wake up. After a long night's sleep, adrift in open water, the motor's missing. You find a note from the spouse that reads, "Go to hell." An armed gunman enters the mall. After a few tense moments, you realize it's your brother. You're walking home from a party, a little tipsy, skipping along, having a good time. Civilization as we know it comes to an end. Your job now is to survive. If you think about how a story works, how it moves forward, these aren't all, this could be very comedic, the one on the upper left here, but it's still about survival. It still pulls on something evolutionary. So we know that storytelling is about surviving. We might have time for one more game, so I'm going to go through it pretty quickly. We got like 2 minutes here, and try to just build these restrictions. Make a story using the limitations I give you. So I'm going to take literary elements. I'm going to think of the character, think of the setting, the time and place, think of the conflict, think of the tone. These are silly things you learn in high school. And if we put restrictions here, that we can make a story by limiting the possibilities. Choose one of these characters. Make them want something. If it's moving too fast, you can pause it, you can take a look. Kurt Vonnegut had said something that if you just make your character want something from the very beginning, that's the most important thing. So having desires, it makes the character real, it makes the story move forward, helps us relate to what's going on. When does a story take place? Think of mixing things that don't match. Maybe an entomologist in 2056. Maybe it's a dictator and it's a 50-year time period. What's the conflict? It could be a dictator with thoughts of suicide. It could be a neurologist who's dealing with the pending apocalypse. It doesn't matter what combinations you make. It's almost as if the stranger combinations might help you out a little more, might help stimulate your thinking and the way you conceive of these things. The tone. Again, you could have an end-of-the-world story, and it could be happy. You could have some story that seems like it should be happy, but it's sad. You could have something intense in the plot devices, but make it somehow calm in the way it's told. You can play a lot with tone. So this is me. Just as final words, I want you to think of this video as a way of building creativity, of understanding it, because it's central to our understanding of psychology, to our understanding of how stories are told, to every single discipline, from even math and science, build upon stories, upon a legacy that is from storytelling. So go to this website's here if you want to learn more, and I hope this was helpful for building and working on these skills.